everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Selenia for those who do not know, and in today's video I'm going on apartment tour hunting. I don't know when this video is going to come out, but today is March 10th and I'm getting ready to look at apartments. I currently live in like a suburb of Houston and I drive about almost an hour every day to go to work, and I also am there almost every off day because I hang out with my friends who live in the city and no one lives in the suburbs like me. So I'm just thinking about what's best for me and what's best for like my puppy Storm, and like what's best for like my social life and what's just best for my miles on my car. And I think that is moving back towards the city. I did live in the city beforehand. If you guys watch my channel, I never explained what happened, but just downtown Houston, not it. So I hurried up and ran to a suburb because that's what I was familiar with. That's where I was safe, that I felt safe, especially with Storm and myself. But then I realized that there's so many other like areas in Houston that are safe and they don't have to be the suburbs. So I'm going to take a look at some of those today. I think I have an appointment of 6. So I'm going to go with my friend. We're going to look at those. I'm going to see what's good for me. If they're not good for me, then I'm not going to pick them because I don't want to break my lease for no reason and end up in the same scenario that I am in now or in a worse one. So we're going to see how it goes, but I'm running a little bit behind. But I just want to say, hey, that's what we're doing today as an apartment tour. And they did well on my channel last time here in Houston, so let's do that thing again. Let's do it again. But I'm going to look at 6 and I'll let you guys know the names, and then I'll figure out how I'm gonna like post them and what ones I'm gonna post. Like the one that I'm gonna live in, I'm obviously not going to post on there just because my privacy and my safety, but we'll see how it goes. So let's head down to Houston and see where I want to live. Ah, so exciting. All right, let's go. so it is a lot of time later. I filmed those videos back in March because I thought that I was leaving in May. I ended up not moving and storm. Okay, so this is a lot of time later, but I just want to give you my updates. I realized I never really like sat down and actually went through like all of the places and how much the fees and stuff are. So we're just gonna put it in here. Obviously, I don't know if obviously, but I'm still in my old place before, but I'm like, let me show you some Houston apartments because I am moving in September, just 1 month earlier than when I'm supposed to leave. But I figured this video would be really helpful, especially with apartment tours. So let's go through the ones that I showed you in this one and then be on the lookout for a part 2 because I look some more. None of these places I showed you are actually ones that I am going with. You see my moving boxes here, literally in everything. You see my Home Depot moving boxes because I'm getting out of here. Okay, but the first one that we'll talk about that is going to be shown to you guys is Alexan River Oaks. It was literally one of my top ones when I moved there. One of my friends lives there. Every time I go there, I love it. I've toured it 3 times. I thought I was going to go with it because of how many times I toured it, but just something about me just didn't do it. One, for me, a con was that it's in a really, really busy neighborhood. And if you didn't just see, I have a dog. And I feel like just walking her around that little area would have been too busy for me, for my liking. But I saw a whole bunch of people when I went by all different times during the day, if people were walking their dogs, and they were. So that's cool. Only thing that I also thought was crazy was the amenity fee. Yes, the amenities are very, very nice, but $175 is crazy, I think. I think it's crazy on top of rent being like probably $1,800, $1,900 a month. That's on top, but the internet is included. So let's go through it. So your application fee is $100. Your administrative fee is $175. They have a unit deposit of $500 or Jetty, and Jetty is like a third-party person that you go through and they pay the deposit for you and you slowly pay them back. Something like that. There's that. The amenity was $175. It includes internet, so it's Xfinity internet. Butterfly MX, which is like when you get DoorDash, like the people can have their little face being shown. Same thing when you have visitors. Concierge, which I guess is nice. Trash and pests. So I really was gonna move here. I honestly did an app and admin fee and cancel within 24 hours because I ended up thinking I was moving somewhere else. But I definitely was gonna live there. I just struggled with the square footage of the apartments. I guess we won't say the amenity fee. The amenity fee, I guess, is fine if you think about living in a luxury apartment. So we'll scratch that as a con. I just think the area and the square footage for me. What else? If you have pets, they have a $300 pet fee, a $300 deposit, a $25 monthly per pet fee. Unless you have ESA like me. If you don't, then you have to pay that for sure. And then they have all the units that are listed on here. I think the ones that I looked at was an A2, A3, and an A4. A4 was the biggest one out of all of them. And then they had the A3, which was the one that I was actually going to go with. And then the A2 I liked, but some A2s didn't have balconies and some did have coat closets. And I just feel like I need a coat closet, especially with all like my holiday decor, all that type of stuff. That was just a me thing. I love the apartment. As you can see, it's so long in my video because I've looked so many times. The pool goes crazy. Courtyard goes crazy. Everything just goes crazy. And when you walk in, you just feel like, oh, this is what I'm paying for. But a little tip about this one, if you sign a lease with them, I guess it's kind of like an all Houston. If you sign later in the year, like, I don't know, September, October, or maybe like October, November, December, that's when you get the best deals. One of my friends got the crazy deals, and then the leasing agent, she told me, she's like, if you wait till later in the year, you literally get a crazy deal. Like, she got like 850 square feet there for like $1,800 a month, which is crazy if you look at those prices online. All right, so that's Alexan River Oaks. Honestly, my top one. I honestly almost signed there before, and I probably will live there before my time in Houston is up or before I'm done with being an apartment girly. But love. I'll recommend that one until literally the end of time. The end of time. Let me know if you guys have seen that one before. Now let's move on to the next video. so you guys just saw the next one. So let's go through it. This was my second favorite. Like literally I was between both of them. I don't know if it's the Alexan properties or what, but Alexan Memorial, whoo, they almost got me too. I had a video in there saying, I'm going home, I'm signing the lease. There ended up being a thing where I ended up going home to get ready to sign a lease for Alexan Memorial. This is when I thought I was moving in May and I was gonna move here in May. And when I went online, I sent my little email to my apartment here saying that I'm breaking my lease. I'm doing the 60-day thing. I'm getting out of here. And I go back to the website and someone took my apartment. So I just thought that was God. That was God telling me to wait. So, but let me tell you about Alexan Memorial. Let me tell you guys in case God's telling y'all to move there. So Alexan Memorial, really, really nice. It was in a perfect location. I was picking that one over Alexan River Oaks just because solely based on location. Over by Buffalo Bayou, Memorial Park, all the little, like, if you want to be a nature girly or a nature boy, whoever you are, that was the place for you. And I went by a couple of times there too. I even sat there and talked to someone who was walking her dog, and I'm like, do you feel safe? Because when I lived in the city before, and I gave her my whole rundown of how I used to live in the city and I didn't feel safe, and I was like, do you feel safe? And she was like, yeah, I do. The only con I could say about this one is when I look online, obviously Houston has a lot of car theft. That's just something that comes with the territory of living in Houston. But number two was the noise complaint. Like if you didn't live on, they have like 3 levels that the realtor lady or the leasing lady was calling me like hobbit homes, because the floors are like only 9 feet instead of 10 square feet. I was gonna get one of those just so I could have the noise cancellationing because it's concrete. It's like B1, B2, and I think 1. I think those are all that have the concrete level. And then the higher that you go, the more noise that you hear. And that's the biggest complaint that I've been hearing, is that you can hear your neighbors literally do everything. Like, of course that comes with apartment life. You literally will hear what your neighbors do. You'll just hear it. But they said that it was like absurd hearing. Like you could hear flushing the toilet and walking and paying this amount of money when you guys look online. Also, all the prices are going to be linked down below. It's going to be what the current rates are that day that I look online. So don't hunt me down now when it comes to the comments that the numbers may not be correct depending on when you watch this video. This video is going to go out in September, so I'll have the most updated prices of September in the comments. But when you see how much that you're paying for these apartments, you're like, I don't want to hear my neighbor flush the toilet. I'll listen to other like apartment things, like maybe you can't play your music so loud or this or that, any of that. But when it comes to hearing people flush the toilet or walk, no. Okay, so let's go through all of their fees. Security deposits and fees. Security deposit here was $200 if you got a studio or a 1-bedroom, $400 if you got a 2-bedroom. Then application fee was $85 per applicant. I don't know if this stuff has changed because this little paper was back for March. And then the administrative fee was $300 per one apartment. You have your pet policy, which is $350 for the pet fee. There's no deposit here. And then $30 for a month for pet rent. What else? They had a monthly, their amenity fee was not bad. They had a monthly amenity fee, pest control, valet, trash, and cam. I think cam was like their little monitor system, all that type of stuff. And then residents are responsible for electric, gas, cable, telephone, all that stuff. I don't know if people still do house phones, but if you do, you're responsible for that. And then they needed proof of renter's insurance, $100,000, which comes with the territory, all of these ones. I looked at an A8, that's one that you guys saw. That one didn't have a balcony. That's the only con on why I didn't go with it. I wanted an A9. The A9 was the one that I was gonna get that someone stole from me, but it's okay. It's okay. It's probably for the best. The A8 though, if you don't have any pets or you feel like you don't need a balcony, that one was the way to go. It was so pretty. You could like literally, the building faces seeing the sunset like every single day. You're gonna see the sunset. And they had like these beautiful kind of like storefront windows that were almost like floor to ceiling, almost. They had a little bit of a gap there, but the views were just nice. And the only other con for me was a closet space, but I was gonna sacrifice my closet and sacrifice no balcony just to get this apartment. Yeah, lots of sacrifices, but it was nice. It was nice. And then the A9 is the one that had the balcony, and those I was waiting for them to become available. Those was literally like the same exact floor plan almost, besides you having a balcony. And I think the closet was, I think it was a little bit smaller. I don't remember, but she showed me online, and that's the one when it comes to Alexan Memorial. So hopefully you guys check that one out. I really like it. Just make sure you're careful with your car and make sure you just pick a floor plan that you feel is best for you and you're okay with noise if that's a thing for you. But if you don't care, get the A8 because that one, was so nice. As long as you can handle not having closet space. But you did have extra closet space in the laundry room, you know? So yeah, let's go on to the next one. Let's go. Let's do it.
Here, you want to?
Sure. Here, Carmen.
Record her.
I got her. Do my practice. This would be cute for someone to come over for a date.
I know, right?
Oh, you're kidding!
That means you have to live here. That means you have to live here.
This is a sign. That's so good.
Isn't it fun?
No, that's really fun. I'd be down here all the time.
There's a bar in Midtown that has a
How cool!
This is a miniature bowl. I don't think it's miniature. I think it's a bowl.
is Lenox Oaks. So Lenox Oaks is a brand new construction building when I went to go look back at it in March, which means it's less than a year old, because if I went in March and it's now September 2nd to be exact, then it's still new. It's still new. I know. Oh, let's talk about leasing specials. Alexan River Oaks rarely has a leasing special. They have like $1,000 looking lease, and then if you like have a referral, that's cool. And then Alexan Memorial, I think, had not jack squat, nothing. Didn't have anything. They were just like, we know that we're good, so we're not giving anybody anything, no incentives. But at Alexan Oaks, or Lenox Oaks, I keep saying Lexan because I keep thinking of Alexan, but Lenox Oaks, this was kind of like, I wouldn't say in the Galleria area. It was tucked off in the middle of nowhere. Let me be honest, because this is what y'all here for. I didn't love the area. It was right by the highway, which is cool. What highway is that in Houston? I don't know. But if you guys Google it, it's like on a highway in Houston, which was close. It was kind of like by, I don't know if you guys know, over like where all that lighting store is. It's kind of by the Galleria, but you kind of pushed off away. Anyway, whatever they want to call this area, Lenox Oaks area, then that's what it is. But the apartments on the inside and everything on the inside, nice. They knew what they were doing because they were like, we're not in the best location that you can be in, so let me give you everything else that you could want and more. They almost got me until I went back outside and I was like, no, but it's cool. It's cool. Let's give you the option in case this is for you. So Lenox Oaks, they had so much stuff. Oh, they had the bowling alley. This is the one that had the bowling alley. I just edited this video like last week, but this one had the bowling alley, and you guys saw I got that straight. Don't play with me. But anyway, so they had a bowling alley. They had like a cute little arcade area. They also had like an on-site, kind of like a little mini CVS, so you didn't have to go anywhere. You just have to pay for the stuff there. But I thought that was cool. Had a real cool pet spot that you could like put the little smocks on. It was brand new when I got there. She said they had like 5 residents when I looked, so no one would literally be in there at all. They had 2 little areas for the gym. The pool was nice. They had a little grilling area. The only thing that I struggled with is I don't love to face a pool facing view just because I don't want to watch people take baths all day. Like, I love a pool, but I don't want to sit there and watch people be in the water. That's just not me. And that was probably the best view that you could get at this apartment. And also it cost more because you were getting the pool view rather than the city view. And this building, I think it was only 5 floors or 4 floors, however many it was. The top floor, you were literally seeing like the top of like some storage units. I think like a public storage was next door. And to be able to get the best view, that's what you saw. And I didn't like love it, especially for the price. But they have all this stuff at Lenox Oaks. I looked at a plethora of apartments, as you can see. I went from literally the smallest one to the biggest one. And if I were to do it to make it like worth my while, I would have picked the A6. And the A6 was like 836 square feet. I have it right here. They're offering 8 weeks free, so it was literally crazy. You could like self-prorate it yourself. They weren't gonna give it to you, but you could self-prorate it yourself. They have all like the little renderings and all that stuff. And then here's the A5, because those are the ones that I told her I was most interested in. But then she showed me the smallest of the small just to see. And I don't think that the rent was that bad. It's just if you're okay with the area. And again, I wanted to make sure I was nice and safe just because I do have my dog and all of that good stuff. But I feel like I had, oh, here goes the fee sheet right here. All right. They had a non-refundable application fee, which is $85. The admin fee was $200. If you have a 1-bedroom home, the security deposit was $300. 2-bedroom was $400. 3 bedrooms was $500. Then you had the pet policy, a $500 non-refundable pet policy. And then $30 rent per month. But I guess you don't have like the regular thing. You don't have like a deposit for the pet. You just have the rent. All of these places have breed restrictions, so make sure you read those before you look in case you have like a dog. One of my friends literally got a Doberman, and we didn't realize that was a restricted breed until they went down there and be like, hey, I have this dog. And they're like, no, you don't. So make sure you just look at all that type of stuff. They have storage, reserve parking if you want, amenity fee of $40, a trash flat fee of $30, hauling fee $6, pest control $6, parking fee $15 per vehicle. And that was like not even reserved. That was just per vehicle per month. And then water was sub-metered and would change every single month. So those are the ones when it comes for Lenox Oaks. I'm kind of rushing through that one because I didn't love that one. I love the inside. I feel like everyone loves to slap luxury in front of their apartment building and say that it's luxury. But is it? Okay, anyway, so that was this one, you know? Okay, let's move on to the next one. Hope that you guys are enjoying the video. Alrighty, so it is a lot of hours later, and I was supposed to go on 6 tours today. I went on 4. I went on 4 today, and that was it because I overscheduled myself like hardcore, like real hardcore. I had some 30 minutes apart. Nah, didn't happen. So I started behind, like right when I started, but I will go through all of like everything that I thought. Probably tomorrow when I like can sit down at my island and like chit chat with you guys about like the fees, what I thought of all the places. Listen, I had to make sure I picked a good place for her because she's literally a nut. But that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow is give you guys a rundown tomorrow, everything that I saw, my thoughts, my likes, my dislikes, and then yeah, go from there. I feel like I'm gonna look at a few more places just so I like feel really good about it. But there were like 2 that I like loved, like love. So we'll see how it goes, but I will see you guys when I chit chat about the tours. But I just wanted to give you an update that I only went to 4 out of 6. Yeah, 4 out of 6 was it, man. That's okay. Did what I could do. My friend and I literally were exhausted. We were getting crabby at the end because we were so hungry. It was from like 1 to 5:30, 5:45, just madness. It was a full-time job, but I'm gonna find the place that's best for me, and I hope that this helps you guys too on some apartments and all that good stuff. So I'll see you guys when I talk to you. Toodles. We have 2 more on the list. This next one was a no as well. They got me because I looked online and everything was renovated, and the prices that you see online, I was like, oh wow, $1,700 to live in River Oaks, and it's so nice, and I get a yard for storm and blah 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 blah. Not true, but I had to show you guys anyway. It was giving more of like an older vibe. I don't know how old you guys are, but I'm 26. I just turned 26 not too long ago, and I was looking at this when I was 25, and it was just giving older, sophisticated, which is fine. Just not for me. I want to be, you know? But anyway, okay, so this one was La Maison at River Oaks, and only one that she was able to show me was their model unit. It was an A2, 1 bed, 1 bath, 790 square feet. Square footage was nice, layout was nice, everything just looked old, and they call it classic. So what they're doing is they got like new management, and they're changing a lot of their classic homes into their remodeled homes. And if you look online, you see all of the remodeled ones rather than classic. So the ones that they actually had available for me was a classic one with a private yard, which you guys saw. It was real cute. It gave like Parisian vibes, and it gave you like community, which I really liked. I wasn't trying to be like smack dab in the city again. So location was really nice. It was just, I didn't like the floor plan of how much money I was paying. It was like $17.89 for a classic floor plan, first floor, private yard. And that was a move-in in May. Utilities were sub-metered. She said it'd be about $40 to $45. Renter's insurance was required. They have electric through CenterPoint. App fee was $65. Admin was $250. And then their special that they had going on was $250 off the first full month of rent. So the rent neighborhood looked nice. You guys saw online. It had like good bones in it. I just wasn't spending that much money for that to be my layout. Maybe some people like it. They do have some remodeled ones, and I remember I was asking in there during the tour, do you have any remodeled ones that were available? And there were none that were available during my move-in time of May that I had. And what else? The remodeled ones that I looked at, they ended up being a lot more. Like, they were going close to $2,000 because they were remodeled. Again, it's location with them because they're by Whole Foods. They're literally by everything. They're in a nice little quiet neighborhood. So that's why they were able to do what they were able to do. But they had like so many, I think they had a dog park over there, and then the parking was free. It had some perks if that's what you want to do. But the remodeled ones, I would definitely suggest over the classic ones, unless you like classic, and you can do that. But like the remodeled cabinets were kind of like the ones that I have. A lot of people were doing like that light gray slate look, and that's what the remodeled one looks like. And those are how they got me to even go and tour. So that's an honorable mention. Last on my list, if you guys want to know like my little ranking, we'll do that at the end. Let's do that at the end. I got one more to tell you. One more to tell you about, so hopefully you're enjoying that. Hey, y'all. It is, ow! The sun is burning me. Dang. Sheesh. I was about to say, let me just pick it up and put you here. I'm on my way to some apartment tours. Today is Sunday. I did my rest of my tours on Friday, but I am getting ready to head to 2 places. One I've already seen, but I want to see it again because I really like it, and I want to make sure I make a good decision. And then the other one was on my list, but I just wasn't able to go because I got there too late because I booked all my tours like back to back. So I still haven't given my opinion to you guys yet, so I'll do that I guess at the end and go through them all. But I am headed to 2 places now, and yeah, that's where I'm going. I'm headed to 2 other places, and then I may go to a third depending. You know, like Sunday's apartment tours are like not always open for a long period of time. It's probably like 1 to 5 or something like that. So I have a 1:30 at the Remy on the trails, and then I have I thought it was a cat. Those dogs look like cats. Wow, they were okay. 1:30 at the Remy on the trails, and then I'm gonna run to another apartment which I really like, so I don't know if I'm gonna say it because I don't want and so there's that. And then I may go to Moderna, Washington, because I want to like make sure I see multiple neighborhoods, not just River Oaks, the Buffalo Bayou area, nor Washington. Like I want to see a little bit of both, a little bit of everything. So that's what I'm getting ready to do, and yeah, I hope it goes well. If I see any more places that I see on my way in, like in areas that I like, I'm just pulling in and being like, can I look at the places? Because it's crunch time for me personally, because the time that I'm moving in like May, stuff like that, because I got to give a 60-day notice for this place and break my lease. But May is like a really busy time because everyone's trying to get settled before the summer because they're trying to like be free like I am, and the prices are just way crazier in May than they are in March. So like it's kind of a high demand because everyone wants to be settled. So hopefully I find exactly what I want. There's one place that I really like at this other place, and it's more expensive than where I live now, obviously, but I'll save money when it comes to my commute. Why do I not feel the air? It is hot as heck in Texas. There we go. I'll save money with gas. I'll save my sanity with my commute. I'll be able to get to Storm sooner when it comes to getting home to her. I'll be able to hang out with my friends more often without me having to like drive so far to get home. There's just a lot of perks, so I'm okay with spending a little bit more money and maybe like stop going on my 200 Target runs for no reason, buying stuff that I don't even need. Like maybe I should just stop doing that. I probably should stop doing that even if my rent is like about the same as what I pay now, but we'll see. So there's my little ramble for this 3 minutes, and let me drive onto the city. There's 45 minutes to get this other place. It says I should get there 6 minutes before my tour time, and I hope I love it. Like this one here, if I go, which I'm gonna have to edit all this stuff out based on whichever one that I pick, but if I go to this one, if I get a first floor apartment because it's a new build, I can have a yard, and if I have a yard, Storm can like have a really good life and be happy. But also I feel a certain type of way about having a first floor apartment as being like a single woman living in Houston, you know. So I don't know if I should like take the risk for my baby, for like my safety, or if I just like get a 4th floor and not have to worry about anybody being above me. So we're gonna make some shake. We're gonna figure it out. I'm gonna talk to my mom, talk to my friends, get other people's opinions, because obviously the way I've been picking, I've not been picking well, and I'm tired of moving. And honestly, after this place, whatever place I decide on, I kind of think I'm gonna sign a 15-month lease and just make myself stick it out. Like, I'm tired of moving. I'm tired of moving. So we'll see. And then it'll also be nice because my lease could end in August rather than ending in May, where it's like peak time where everyone's trying to move. So that's kind of a good thing here and there. So we will see. But I will see you guys when I get to the next place, and I hope it's wonderful, because this place I'll save some money. Like, not save money from where I am now, but save a lot more money than what I am with the other places that I looked at earlier on Friday. So yeah, I'll see you guys very, very soon. Toodles. Last but not least, I have Remy on the Trails. I love when they give me these little pamphlets. Like, yes, give me these pamphlets because I'm able to tell you guys later if I don't end up picking it. I love this one. Let me preface. The only reason why I didn't get this one, I think I also said in my video, is it's the same management company of the people that I live with now, and I do not like them. So, and I would have had to break my lease here to start a new lease there, and they weren't giving me any type of break to go to one of their sister properties when literally it was their sister property. I was trying to move closer, and it was a little bit kind of ducked off. It was over like more by, not Katy area, but like Memorial City area, if you guys know, in Houston. It was over there kind of like on the side by the toll road. But it gave the closest to the woodlands life that I'm used to that I could get living on the west side of Houston. So it had like a beautiful little man-made pond. It had a beautiful pool. Gym was new. It had a little coffee shop area. It had, when you walked to the leasing office, it gave warm and cozy. I just didn't love the units. And I also didn't like, I think I had a sour taste in my mouth once I asked the guy who their management company was, and he said who it was, and I said, so that left a bad taste in my mouth, but that's just me. I met a man who was there, and he was like, you're gonna love this place, you're gonna sign the lease, do all that type of stuff, and I probably would have if it wasn't my same management company. So let's talk about them. They're brand new construction too. I think they were offering 1 month free if I'm not mistaken. And then one of my friends lived there too, so I was gonna get like the little referral bonus too. You know, do that if you know people who live there. So it's really, really nice. Here goes the map. You can see like all of the apartments here. It has this giant man-made pond that you can like walk all the way around, and that kind of gives suburban life, which I like. And then it had the fitness center, the club, the leasing. It had a little workroom. It had a little yoga yard. I remember it had that, which was cute. And then it had a dog park. And the dog park and stuff I don't think was available yet when I was there because they were still brand new. Like they were so new, he was like, you can only live in like this sector of the building. It was something like that. But I know my friend loves it there. So if you guys like it, I probably would have liked it too, as long as if it wasn't the same people that I have now. But you guys saw the videos. I think I showed your studio, a 1-bedroom, and I think that was it because that's all that he was able to show me because that's what they had available. But seemed cool. Application fee was $75. Administrative fee was $200. The deposit was based on the screening decision, so it was based on like how your credit and all that stuff lined up. Renter's insurance, you had to get $100,000, and you could either use their preferred partner, you could do the liability only, or you could purchase it through a third party. Pet fee was $400 non-refundable. Pet rent was $25 per month. Trash was $10 plus $1.99 trash admin fee. Valet trash was $25 a month. Pest control was $5. Amenity fee was $20. Utility setup fee was $15. You pay electricity through someone else here in Houston. Water got allocated each month. And then cable and internet, you can do Xfinity, Comcast, AT&T, or Utni. I don't know what that is, but those were all of the options. Parking was first come, first serve, and then first serve for registered vehicles. And then you could also get a detached garage if you wanted to. Now listen, this Houston heat, people can afford detached garage when they just have open parking. Do it because your car will be blazing. Wear anything besides pants and your legs are on fire. But if you guys are watching this video, I'm sure you guys already know because you're either going to move to Houston and you've already visited here and you know it's hot as bejesus, or you don't know and you'll find out. But when I was looking at apartments, literally my goal was like, do you have a garage? Do you have a garage? And if they had one, then it was tippity top on my list because I park outside now, and if my sunroof isn't closed and if I don't have that little old lady thing where you put the screen in front of your front mirror, then it's too hot. So anyway, those were the 5 that I looked at this part 1. I will show you guys some other ones that I will have in my part 2. I just thought this video would be too long if I do all of them because literally the hunt has been for 6 months. I've been hunting like I've been looking for a home. But if I were to rank the ones that I were to move into, thinking about myself, my dog, all of that good stuff, not even my dog, my baby, not a dog, my baby, all that type of stuff, I would have picked Alexan Memorial as long as I felt like my car was safe and I didn't have to worry about hearing people stomp. I'd pick Alexan River Oaks, then I'd pick Remy on the trails, then I'd pick Lennox Oaks, and then I'd pick the Maison at River Oaks, only because of the reasons that I kind of mentioned earlier that you guys heard me chit chat about them. But I feel like they're all good options. I wanted to show you just in case they like really work for somebody else. And make sure you always check reviews before you sign a lease. I am famous for not liking where I live after I move in. So I hope that you guys do your research. I hope this video really helped you. Be on the lookout for the part 2. It's gonna come soon. I'll probably film that one in my new place because I move next week. Yeah. And that's pretty much all that I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like this video, comment down below the videos you guys want to see from me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, beautiful.